48 hours to do, see, and eat as much as we possibly can.
Welcome to London.
This is Diagon Alley.
We're Matt and Nat, and we've spent the last 4 years traveling the world as part-time, non-remote travelers.
After accomplishing our goal of visiting all 50 U.S. states in 2021, we've set out on our next big adventure to see as many of the 1,000 places to see before you die, well, before we die.
In our last video, we were in Grand Teton National Park, where we joined my parents to watch breathtaking sunrises,
hiked some of the most beautiful scenic trails in the country,
and most of all, make memories to last a lifetime.
This week, we're in London, England.
I'm going to be honest, when we were growing up, therapy wasn't something people really talked about. If someone was going to therapy, it usually meant something was wrong, and there was this unspoken rule that you were just supposed to tough it out. And asking for help felt like admitting defeat.
And if any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. 62% of adults believe societal attitudes discourage people from seeking mental health help. And despite growing up in an era of mental health awareness, 37% of Gen Z believe those who seek therapy are mentally weak.
But the truth is, taking care of your mental health isn't a weakness at all. It's one of the strongest things you can do for yourself, and therapy can help with that.
That's why we're excited to be sponsored by BetterHelp during Mental Health Awareness Month, to help break the stigma around mental health support and encourage more people to get support from a licensed therapist.
Therapists are there to listen, ask thoughtful questions, and help you look at things in a new light. They can offer guidance and practical tools to help you make real, lasting changes, and BetterHelp is all about making that first step as simple as possible.
If you think you could benefit from speaking with a licensed therapist, click the link down in the description or go to betterhelp.com/Matt and Nat to match with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. Plus, you'll get 10% off of your first month of therapy by using our link.
Taking that first step might feel uncomfortable, but it could be the best thing you do for yourself this year.
Welcome to London.
Being home to iconic sites like Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace, the London Eye, Big Ben, Tower Bridge, and so many others, it's no surprise that London is one of the most visited cities in the entire world.
And while you could spend a week here and barely scratch the surface of all that this city has to offer, we've got 48 hours to do, see, and eat as much as we possibly can, and we're excited to take you along on the adventure.
And when you're done watching this video, be sure to check out our blog, which is linked down in the description for more details and information that we couldn't fit into this video.
Now, let's get started. I got a chai latte.
Is anyone really surprised by that?
No, but I love this little mug.
We're at the Butter Bakery in the Notting Hill neighborhood. I went with a classic latte, got a ham and cheese croissant for breakfast. We're starting it off good, guys.
I got a Mediterranean style quiche.
I need this caffeine so bad today. Yeah. Buttery, cheese is nice and melty and so good.
Oh,
So good.
I'm gonna get you a bite that doesn't have tomato.
Tomato. Can you tell we're in London? Tomato.
Aluminium.
A big bite.
Oh, was it? Sorry.
Really good.
Yeah, this is good. That was really good, and I was surprised that they make everything there.
Yeah, I kind of was too when I came in and saw so many different pastries available, from quiches to croissants and everything. And hearing the owner say that he bakes them fresh every morning, definitely a win.
Now let's go explore Notting Hill. So we've actually been to London before, back in 2019, before we started our YouTube channel.
And we got to spend some more time in Notting Hill that time, and we got to spend it more in the afternoon, which we definitely recommend, because right now the Portobello Road Market, which is iconic and a must-do if you're coming to London, is not so poppin'.
No, but I would say obviously Notting Hill is known for their colorful houses, so make sure you get up early in the morning if you want to get some Instagram shots.
That is true.
If you can come here on a weekend, that's when the shopping is exquisite. So let's see what stores we can find that are open. lot of these places open kind of later, like 10:30. I have a lot of things to do today, but I really wish I could go to this Bird and Blend Tea Company. They have a gingerbread chai. Man, I'm sad. Look how tiny.
I don't know if I would fit in that one.
Look how little. So after a morning stroll through Notting Hill, we are now at Kensington Palace.
This place has been the residency for British royalty since the 17th century, I believe.
Princess Diana lived here, Kate and Will, Princess Kate, I don't know their exact titles, but they lived there as well. But it is open to the public.
Yes, it is. So you can take tours. We're not going to be doing it today, but we do encourage you to do it if this sort of thing interests you. Natalie is the one that's obsessed with the royal family.
Oh, 1,000%. Also, the Orangery Restaurant has a great afternoon tea, and you can try the sponge.
Victoria sponge.
That apparently Queen Victoria was a really big fan of, and she was also born here, Queen Victoria. So
Very
a lot
fun.
of history, super cool. Definitely recommend.
Now we're going to go explore the gardens, which are 265 acres large, and it was all a part of the original grounds of the palace.
Let's go.
Now, there are a few tips for getting around the city. We recommend downloading offline maps in your Google app and also use an eSIM, which allows you to have data when you're traveling abroad. We'll put our favorite eSIM company down in the description below.
Also, there's no need to get an Oyster card. They have contactless payment for their public transportation system.
Yep.
We have ours on our phone.
Yep, or if you have a tap card, anything like that, works right when you get on the bus or on the tube.
So we see our bus coming. When you want to get on a bus, make sure you flag them down.
Because they do not stop at every stop.
I love a double-decker bus.
When you're coming up to the stop that you want to get off on, make sure you hit the stop button closest to you, because again, they're not going to make a stop at every stop if no one's getting off or getting on.
And make your way downstairs before you stop, because they're not going to be waiting on you to walk all the way down.
And getting down those stairs is a little tricky sometimes, so be careful.
Use the handrail. So the reason why we are rushing over to Buckingham Palace is we are trying to see the changing of the guard, which we did not get to see in 2019. We're getting here at like 10:30, which it starts at 11. It's a bit late. If you really want like a good primo spot, you definitely need to be here at like 9:30.
Our plan was to be here by 10. We're obviously running behind. We'll see if we can even see it wherever we can find a spot at this point.
But I'm excited to see it. Their little uniforms.
We're gonna go join every other tourist in London right now.
Pretty excited. So if you didn't know, the changing of the guard happens in front of Buckingham Palace.
Yes, and a couple of other palaces around the city as well. But this particular one is the changing of the guard.
Now, Queen Elizabeth used to live in this house, palace.
House.
King Charles lives there now. They also do tours inside.
Yeah, they
which
do.
I think would be really fun to do.
It's a really cool thing, and if you don't know what changing the guard is, it's exactly as it sounds. It's changing of the guard of Buckingham Palace. One regiment comes in and relieves the other from protecting the palace.
It was really cool. I don't know if I would wait all day to see it. It was a cool thing to experience at least once.
Yes, it was. I think for us, it's probably a one and done thing, maybe. But also, we technically didn't even see changing of the guard because it happens within the gates of the palace, and you need to be here at least an hour or two ahead of time to get those views, and we just didn't do that.
No. We only have 48 hours, so we're going to do the best that we possibly can. Now we're going to do something that I am so excited about is afternoon tea.
But not just any afternoon tea. We're going to what they call the birthplace of afternoon tea.
Let's go. Would it be a trip to London without a little bit of rain?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So the tube toilets are okay, a little less to be desired. Also, they had a pull handle that looked like it was from the 1700s. I don't know if that's accurate, but it was really funny.
They're also pay toilets, so it was 50 cent pound, however you say that.
Oh, they had a bathroom, that's all we care about. All right. We're here at the Palm Court at the Langham Hotel, and it was the first place to offer afternoon tea for their guests back in 1865. They have live music, feels very fancy. I just love the attention to detail. Everything matches, and I'm just so excited.
Never been to a place that provided me a bag stool, so I figured I had to take advantage of it. I think my bag's a little bigger than what they typically intend that stool for, but you know.
See, like mine's cute over here, not even touching the ground. So I got the English breakfast tea, which is the Langham English breakfast tea. The first time I've ever had tea, ever, was in London back in 2019, and we had an afternoon tea experience, and I have fallen in love with tea and afternoon tea. It is my favorite thing. I'm so excited. And the birthplace of it, I mean,
I went with a classic Earl Grey. This is actually a Michelin-starred chef's blend of an Earl Grey. I am no tea connoisseur, more of a coffee guy myself. And they do have coffee here if that's what you want, but I figured if I'm an afternoon tea, I need to have tea, so. Really nice. I will say I did put one too many sugar cubes in that, so I will probably need to add some more tea to it here in a bit. They brought our sandwiches out. There are 5 different sandwiches. You have curry chicken, you have the classic cucumber, you have some salmon. All looks delicious. I am gonna say, I am a little disappointed it didn't come in one of the big 3-tiered, cake thing. I've done afternoon tea twice now. This is my 3rd time. This is the first time I've ever not had it on one of the big platters. A little underwhelming in the presentation, but I'm not upset about it because the food looks delicious. So my big concern having afternoon tea for my first time ever was that I was going to leave starving because these little finger sandwiches are exactly that, about the size of your fingers. Thankfully, they give you refills. By the way, the smoked salmon sandwich is incredibly good. The cauliflower is my least favorite, and this chicken curry is really nice as well.
So the potato and quail egg, actually really delicious. It's like a mashed potatoes deep fried. So the crust is really, really nice on it. And it has a quail egg on top and it's a little runny. Oh my gosh, the texture is amazing. I'm really a fan of that.
I guess I will redact my statement about them not using the tiered platters. So I'm gonna try the sponge. It is a juniper and lime soaked sponge with a grapefruit gel on top. Oh wow. That is tart. I hit you back here in the jaw. When they say soaked sponge, they mean soaked sponge. It is really, really citrusy and tart, but really nice as well. It just bursts with flavor in your mouth. Nice. Was not quite prepared for that though.
So I am trying the blackcurrant, chestnut, and violet charlotte. Oh my gosh, I'm such a fan. The crunch on the bottom. I love blackcurrant. It also has gold on it, so fancy. That's amazing. That's my favorite.
So this is supposed to be some sort of apple tart, but I don't know why they got a Pringle on top of it, to be honest. I mean, look at that. I don't think that's correct at all, just a stereotype. And I was doing it completely by accident just to balance my cup well.
So we're finished with course number 2, and both of us are a little stuffed. It
Yeah.
could be from the 2 pots of tea that we've had.
Man, no wonder I'm getting so full.
And we still have scones, so.
That's a wonderful scone. The house-made clotted cream and strawberry jam are absolutely delicious. I'm a fan.
So I am loving the warm raisin scone with the vanilla and fig jam. Oh my gosh.
That's really nice.
So good. I am stuffed.
Yes, absolutely stuffed. My belly is full. My wallet is not anymore.
Yeah, so that is the poshest afternoon tea experience we've ever had.
AKA most expensive
Yeah.
afternoon tea. And given we knew going into it what the price was, but it was expensive, y'all.
You have to pay for having the first afternoon tea experience. It was around $250 US.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think it was at least twice as much as it should have been. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad experience.
No, by any means. Now, when we first came here in 2019, we found, I think, like a Groupon or
Yeah.
some deal, and we had afternoon tea for about 60 pounds for the both of us,
Yeah.
and we got like a Bellini included and all of that. So
Yeah.
you definitely can find cheaper options.
Yes, definitely find cheaper, and you'll probably have a near equal experience.
But whatever you decide to do, definitely put afternoon tea on your list.
But now we're gonna go hop on the tube and check out some of London's most iconic sites. Now, if you're wondering why we spent so much money on afternoon tea, was because it was mentioned in the book 1,000 Places to See Before You Die. And if you didn't know, we're on a journey to see as many of those 1,000 places as we can in our lifetime. So if you'd like to join in on the adventure, please hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you don't miss out.
For the Piccadilly line.
Seat, say it, sorted.
Mind the gap.
I understand why they say mind the gap now. Like, that was a pretty big gap.
You kind of had to do a little hop over it. Back behind us here you see Big Ben, which was completed in 1859. But fun fact, this tower is actually not called Big Ben, nor is the clock on this tower. Big Ben is actually the name of the 13-ton bell that is housed in this tower.
Now, you can't see the bell from the street, so you have to go inside to see the 13-ton bell. But what I think is so fascinating, the clock face is 23 feet wide and the minute hand is 13 feet long.
Yeah, it's pretty massive. You can't tell from street level, but that thing is huge. huge. In 2017, they started a massive restoration on Big Ben, or Elizabeth Tower as the proper name is. So when we came and visited in 2019, it was covered in scaffolding, so we didn't get to see it at all.
So this is the first time we're actually getting to see Big Ben.
And it's just as impressive as we imagined.
So we've got our AirPods in and we are listening to a Rick Steves free audio guide. So it
Yes.
takes you through 16 different stops, I
Yeah,
think.
it's about an hour walk, but we definitely recommend it.
I've always wanted to see 10 Downing Street because that's where the Prime Minister lives.
Yep.
Little underwhelming. Can't really
And,
see it.
and by a little underwhelming,
Yeah.
very
anyways.
underwhelming.
It's obviously protected. You can't even see the house. But
Still a must stop if you come to London.
I love their boots. Back behind us here is the original location of Scotland Yard. And if you love Sherlock Holmes like I do, then you'll know about Scotland Yard.
Now it's located a few blocks down, but that's where kind of the stories of Sherlock Holmes were inspired, which, by the way, is a fictional character.
How dare you? Anyways, there's a Sherlock Holmes museum that definitely recommend. It's on Baker Street. Let me know in the comments if you go and what your thoughts are. So we're now in Trafalgar Square.
It's also known as the center of the city. It was constructed in the 1830s and 40s, and it's kind of just a congregational point for seems like everyone.
The National Gallery is here, which is free, and I think we're gonna go see if we can go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because that afternoon tea, however many pots of tea I had. Yeah.
Let's go. So bathroom is a success, and now we're gonna go check out some Van Goghs and Monets, which I've never seen before in my life, so I'm kind of excited. This is here. I actually know about this painting. It's Jane Grey. She died when she was like 15 or 16. A lot of politics involved. She was queen for like a day and then they killed her. So even though we weren't planning on going to the National Gallery, that was really a great idea. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Between the rain and me having to use the bathroom so bad, it turned into a nice little surprise.
Yeah, we got to see Rembrandt, Michelangelo, Da Vinci,
yep.
Monet.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see any Van Goghs because that was an extra fee.
Yeah,
but highly recommend.
And honestly, you could spend hours upon hours there.
Yeah.
But even if you only have an hour or so, like we pretty much did, I would say it's worth it because it's a pretty high value museum.
We are now in Chinatown.
And I wish you guys could smell this place because it is just so incredible. If we didn't already have dinner reservations, I can tell you we'd be staying right here for dinner.
But instead, we're gonna do a cocktail.
Let's go.
So we're going to the Experimental Cocktail Club. It's a speakeasy, and you would never know by that door. There is no sign. I just looked on Google Maps and asked the sweet lady next to me. I was like, is this here? She said it was through this scary looking door. So let's go.
I got the Mon Chéri cocktail, which was recommended by our waiter. It has cognac, a port, and a bunch of other stuff that I probably would have never ordered without their recommendation. Let's give it a try. You can can definitely taste the port in this. This is a dessert cocktail through and through, and it's delicious.
I love a cocktail bar that shows the type of glass you're gonna get with your cocktail. So I picked one with a coupe because I love coupes. This one has champagne, rum, a bunch of other things that I can't remember, but perfect. It's light, refreshing, got a little bit of bubbly. Citrus, I love this. This is
What was
so
the name
good.
of it?
The name of this is the Old Cuban. Yeah, this place is so cool.
If you guys watched our Lisbon, Portugal video, you'll remember us drinking ginginha, and it has a cherry in it. It was quite sour and very strong. So we're gonna try this one that was in my drink tonight. I have a feeling I might regret this. Oh no, that's actually pretty nice. You can tell it wasn't soaked near as long as the ones we had in Lisbon. I'm glad I did that one. It's good.
Okay, that place was super cool. That was one of my favorite cocktails I've had yet.
And the vibe was really cool, service was great, and of course, it being kind of a speakeasy type thing was just the cherry on top.
Now let's head to dinner.
We both decided to go with their 2 courses for £20 deal. They do it every night of the week, but they only run it till like 10 p.m. during the week and till like 6:30 p.m. during the weekends. For my starter, I went with their chicken skewers, which are topped with a spicy peanut sauce and sesame seeds. Those are cooked perfectly. I think it's a dark meat chicken, so it's got a ton of flavor with that fat from the chicken. The sauce is spicy, not over the top spicy. It's got a nice richness as well with that peanut flavor kind of finishing it off. Really nice.
I ordered the salmon something. There were 3 choices. Matt ordered the chicken, I ordered the salmon, and it comes with rye bread. I do remember that. I love that rye bread. It has a lot of nuts in it. The salmon's got a great taste, very salmon forward. It's got a vinegar on it. I'm happy with my choice.
For my main course, I got their pan-fried chicken, and it looks like it comes on a bed of peas, which is Natalie's absolute favorite.
It's too many peas. I don't understand why they love peas so much here in Great Britain. No thank you.
It also has a really nice like cream sauce with it as well, topped with some microgreens. The flavor of the chicken's really nice. It's nice and crispy on the outside from that pan fry. It is a little overdone, so the chicken's a bit dry, but thankfully that cream sauce kind of helps with that dryness. And the peas are pretty good. I know Natalie won't think so, but I think they are.
I ordered their most famous dish, which is their shepherd's pie. I've never had shepherd's pie before. It's very British, and I'm pretty excited about it. They gave me a little gravy, so I'm gonna pour that over it. Very heavy, very dense. The mashed potatoes are perfect, super creamy. I love the flavors. It's really delightful, especially like when it's raining out. I can see why this is like a comfort food. I'm a fan. I'm really liking it. Going in for seconds. For 40 pounds, that was a pretty incredible deal.
Not bad at all, and we can see why it was recommended in the book 1,000 Places to See Before You Die. Definitely worth it.
We both loved the shepherd's pie, so we
Yes.
highly recommend that. And that was the perfect way to end our first day here in London.
But stick around because we got another action-packed day tomorrow, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning. Good morning, guys.
We're starting off our second day at the Tower of London, which was built in 1078 by William the Conqueror.
It was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1988, and it has served as a prison to many high-profile prisoners over the centuries, but it's now home to what Natalie is most excited about, the crown jewels.
So let's go. I don't love that the entrance for all the ticket holders is outside because it's raining. Love that. No, I was saying that I love that it's outside and it's raining. So
Oh, yeah.
great, cool.
But we do have our tickets already. Maybe that'll speed things up.
We'll put them down in the description. We got them on Get Your Guide.
Welcome to London.
super stylish. Love that.
Do I look like a tourist now?
Yeah, you do.
Proper tourist?
All right, let's go. So we really just started our tour, and you could spend all day here, and I wish I could.
Yeah, we're already realizing that the 3 hours that we allotted for this is not going to be enough.
No, this audio guide is a game changer.
Yep.
Highly recommended. So when you buy this tour, you get to choose different things that you want to experience.
Yeah, the highlight tour, which is like the base level one you kind of should do, it mostly just takes you around the grounds and tells you about the buildings from the outside, but then you can choose specific ones if you want to go in. The highlights tour alone is like a 2-hour tour. But we wanted to do a couple of extra ones. But what's the one we're doing now?
Imprisonment and execution.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
we're going to go do that one now. Yay.
Really tight staircase.
We made it. So Lady Jane Grey, the portrait that we saw yesterday, was executed right here.
Yep, right on this green.
Dude, she was 16.
Right, and she was queen for 9 days, all because of her power-hungry father-in-law.
Yeah, you know. Crown of Jewels time.
I don't think we can film or take photos of them, though.
I'm gonna do my best. We'll see if I get yelled at. Oh my gosh. I would have taken video, but there were too many people looking. I just want to say that was absolutely incredible. I was dying to take photos and videos.
I don't know how many times she said, it takes everything in me right now. Not film this.
Because I think I would just stare at them at home, like laying in bed, being like, oh my gosh, you remember that 550 carat diamond?
It was like the size of my palm, like massive. I didn't really even know diamonds that large existed, to be honest.
Well, good. Now you know. Now you know, Matt, okay?
You know what my favorite part was?
What?
Watching you so excited to just stare at diamonds and jewels.
It was amazing. Now let's go explore more of the Tower of London. I think we're about to go into the bathroom, the medieval bathroom.
They have 6 of these on site here at the White Tower, which was very impressive for those days.
Original Norman toilet. Oh wow, look at that. My first Norman toilet. I feel like I'm on Game of Thrones.
What's underneath you there?
A hole with glass and it just slides on out. Delightful.
Got a nice little window back there. Not bad for the times, for sure.
So we're gonna get a Royal Mint souvenir coin for our patrons. Which one do you guys want? She's on a horse over here. Okay, we're doing that one.
One of the more interesting, or should I say unexpected facts about the Tower of London is that there are 6 resident ravens here, and it goes way back to someone saying that if the ravens ever left the Tower of London, that the tower would crumble into dust and the kingdom would fall. And then I believe it's credited to Charles II for taking it in his hands to make sure that the ravens never left and always has ravens on site.
They're also huge.
Yes, they are. They're massive.
This used to be the moat. That was so much cooler than I was expecting. Obviously, I knew the crown jewels was gonna be chef's kiss, but the variety here.
Yeah, the Crown Jewels is just one small part of that exhibit. I love that it was lots of, like Natalie said, variety with being inside, being outside. And again, as we always say, the audio tour is an absolute must.
Again, you could spend all day here, but we did it in about 3-ish hours.
Yeah, 3-ish hours. Could have spent longer because there was a whole lot more to see, but we definitely recommend this experience, and we'll put a link down in the description so you can book your tickets.
So from the Tower of London to the Tower Bridge. So let's go.
Let's go.
So we decided to do the 206 stairs. There is an elevator,
Yep.
so you don't have to do them, but we eat a lot, so might as well.
That's true, which we haven't done today, surprisingly.
I know, but that's the plan after this. Also, I want to say that this sweet lady getting our tickets,
Yep.
she said that there are 2 glass floors.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me? I hate heights.
I kind of knew that when we booked it.
Oh my gosh, not looking forward to it. I might cry. We'll see.
Also, book your tickets in advance because the line was pretty long to buy tickets, and you're not guaranteed to even get in because it does sell out.
Yeah.
We'll put a link down in the description.
Also, they have a free audio guide. It's awesome, so make sure you bring AirPods.
That's not a bad climb. I think the audio guide made time pass pretty quick.
I don't want to do it.
What are you talking about?
The glass floor. I am already really nervous and I'm starting to sweat. So there's that. Matt did this on purpose. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. You're just gonna walk on it like that? You have to hold my hand. You have to hold my hand. I'm doing it. It's fine. This is insane. I'm sweating so bad. I'm doing it. How do you not care? You're going so far from me.
You're doing great.
This makes me so nervous. Oh my God. That was awful. What's my heart rate? It says it's 136. I did it.
I'm proud of you.
I didn't cry. It was a beautiful view. If I could get over my fear of heights, then it would be fine. But, whew.
I think we got another one. So another chance to get over
Oh
them.
my God. We're learning about the rivets and the people who actually put them in. They got a penny for each rivet. They say there's what, 14 million?
14 million, but that penny had to get split between the team of 4 people that were responsible for putting rivets in.
Guys, they didn't even have harnesses. Like, I'm afraid of heights. These men in the wind catching rivets. Get out of here.
Splitting a penny for every rivet they put in. I guess back then it might not have been bad money.
Yeah,
but-
because it was 1886 is when it started.
So probably not too bad. Still very dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's raining again.
So we have to follow the blue line to go to the engine rooms.
Oh, we still got more to do. I thought I was done. All right.
Nope, not yet.
Okay then.
But this kind of reminds me, the Spice Girls movie had something like this.
I've never
I
watched
don't
it.
know.
I know you.
In 1952, there was a bus that was going over the bridge, and it was like opening at the same time.
The bridge wasn't supposed to be opening, so the bus driver pedaled to the metal, sped up, had passengers on board, and jumped the gap.
Mind the gap. Is that where it
Yeah,
comes
mind
from?
the gap.
Is that where it
Maybe
comes from?
so, maybe so.
He got the day off of work as a reward,
Yeah.
plus 10 pounds, which back in that
It was
day was
about
like
300 pounds back then, but I feel like he should have gotten more.
that was so much fun. I learned so much, gotten over my fear a little bit.
I think it was even better than I was expecting. So
Definitely recommend. Were you going to say
We're
that?
the same person.
Now we need some food.
So let's go grab some lunch.
For London, what did you buy specifically for this trip?
A little phone wrist strap, because London has gotten a bad reputation for its cell phone snatchers. They'll ride by on like electric bikes or scooters, snatch the phone out of your hand, and it's never seen again.
Yeah,
At least
so
not by you.
Somebody else will see it. But yeah, we'll put a list of all the things that we had for this trip down in the description on our Amazon storefront.
I just about left my phone on the bus because it fell out of my pocket in the rush of getting off, and I didn't realize it. So it would have been bussing on through the city without that kind person. So thank you.
Just restores my faith in humanity. There are some really great people in the world. So thank you. Now on to lunch.
We have made it to Leadenhall Market. More on that a little bit later. More importantly than that, right now, we've made it to Boom Bap Burger. They make all grass-fed beef burgers. They also have vegetarian options as well as chicken sandwiches. The food just got here. It looks incredible. I got their double smash burger with cheese and their special in-house Boom Bap sauce. We got a side of chips or fries as well as sweet potato fries.
I got a regular cheeseburger, baby. Mine came with double cheese, lettuce, red onion, pickles, and Boom Bap sauce. So, pretty excited about it. The cheese is amazing. I love the bun. Meat's really good. The Boom Bap sauce has like a vinegar to it. It kind of reminds me of like a Thousand Island a little bit. Also, these sweet potato fries, heavenly.
That is so good. That bun, like Natalie said, that's one of the highlights of this burger for me. It is so incredibly pillow soft, but then these smash burgers, just like you want out of a smash burger, they're crispy around the edges. It's simple and delicious. Our first chip in London. Doesn't disappoint.
Does it taste like a French fry?
You know, oddly it does.
Yeah, interesting.
Very similar.
Lunch hit the spot. It was so good.
Oh yeah, that is an understatement. But we are here, as I said earlier, at Leadenhall Market. It was established in
1321.
and it was a part of the original like Roman London. So it's always been like a market, a bazaar. So they have tons of shops and restaurants just like they do today. But it's also become a very popular film location.
But the most notable one is Harry Potter. Now, obviously, there's a lot of film locations in London for Harry Potter lovers. They also have a walking tour, which we'll link down in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. Here, we're gonna specifically look for Diagon Alley
And the Leaky Cauldron.
So let's go see if we can find those. This is Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
It's like a little glimpse of it.
Who would have known there was a baba ganoush shop right beside it?
And we also found the Leaky Cauldron right over there.
Yep,
So let's
just
go.
steps away from where we just were.
Let's go see if they have a chai latte at the Leaky Cauldron. Oh, they're closed. So never mind.
That was anticlimactic.
Well, try it out and let me know in the comments if they have one. Chai time. Cheers.
Cheers. I kept it simple, just a plain old latte.
That's really good. Better than I was expecting. So we are now at the Sky Garden. It is the highest public garden in London.
And it is free to visit, which means it gets really crowded, so you have to book your ticket in advance. You don't technically have to, but like this evening when we're here, all of the walk-in slots are gone and they are not taking any more until after dark this evening. So we definitely recommend booking this ahead of time. We'll put a link down in the description so you can do that, but it is totally worth it. These views are so incredible, especially if you can get up here around sunset time.
Now, if you can't get tickets, I would also look at the couple restaurants that are up here as well,
Right.
because if you make reservations, obviously you get a slot. You do have to spend like a minimum amount of money, but I definitely think it's worth it, especially if you can't get tickets.
That is the perfect workaround if all of the free slots are already taken.
Now we're on level 35. It goes all the way up to the level 37, and they've got spectacular views, so let's go check them out. I think Matt has secured us a sweet table.
Snack to table. It might get confiscated in a little bit. For the moment, I'll take it. Drinks with a view.
I am so happy that we got such a beautiful sunset. I thought it was going to be all fogged out.
Yeah, with the weather we've had for the last 2 days, I was not banking on having any kind of visible sunsets. So tonight was absolutely unexpected.
I loved getting to see all the lights come on and see the city come to life. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here, and we can't recommend enough coming and experiencing the Sky Garden for yourself.
The cherry on top was sitting at that table there and watching
yeah.
the sunset. That was epic.
Everything worked out even better than I could have planned or imagined.
Now we're gonna head to another area that we haven't been to yet and maybe eat some dinner.
Sounds like a plan.
We're in the back of the bus, standing up.
The top back of the bus.
And I didn't even know that they had a whole staircase back here. So we've made it to the really cool area of Shoreditch. We were here back in 2019 and it's like super hipster and cool.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it here last time. We didn't really get to show it on this particular trip because we had a packed itinerary, as you saw.
But if you do have time, definitely put it in your itinerary.
Yeah, but we're at dinner at Dishoom, which is a highly recommended restaurant. We've never been here before, but we've heard great things about it. Unfortunately, they did not have any reservation slots for the time we needed, but they do take walk-ins.
It's about 45-minute wait. I already love this place. We're waiting in line. They're coming around with complimentary chais. I'm sorry, what? My favorite restaurant of all time. Yes.
We just landed in heaven as far as Natalie's concerned.
What the heck? I haven't even tried it. It's really spicy. It's so good. It's warm. 5 out of 5 stars, Dishoom.
This place is absolutely packed.
So we made it inside. We still have like 20 minutes before our table's ready. So they suggested that we go to the bar, get drinks, and some like appetizer snacks. This is a little overwhelming.
The menu is pretty extensive with all of the offerings, and like Natalie said, a lot of things we've never had. Not that we're the most in-depth with our Indian food experience.
But I'm excited to try stuff, and our waitress is so sweet. She's super helpful, so we're learning a lot.
We ended up getting what was recommended as a limited time, a spicy chicken puff. We also ordered a couple of drinks. I think Natalie got a lassi, right, which is a yogurt drink, and I got I think lime and salt lager, which is one of their guest tap beers. It's hard to hear, so I wasn't exactly sure. I just went with it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this whole experience is a lot to take in. The place is extremely loud, so be ready for that if you come here. We had just gotten our pastry served to us, drinks hadn't even made it, and then they're taking us off to grab a table, trying to get seated, and then we're getting the rundown of the menu, so we're kind of a little overwhelmed right now. We're gonna get settled in. Our pastry might be cold by the time we actually get to try it, but I think this is gonna be great. The smells in here are just incredible. The dishes that the waiter went over sound really wonderful, and we can't wait to try them. All right, now that we've kind of gotten settled a little bit, I'm gonna finally dive into our pastry we got. Came with a little bit of a sauce, looks like ketchup. I highly doubt it's ketchup. Like a vinegary hot sauce with a little bit of sweetness on the front. As you can see, the heat kicks in on the back end of that one, but the flavor is wonderful on it. It's a very savory, hearty filling in there. The pastry is flaky and buttery. I wish you could smell this. It's really aromatic flavors. I'm not the most well-versed in my Indian food, so I don't know all the flavors I'm trying to describe here. I'm just gonna say it's delicious.
That right here, absolutely delicious. Spicy for me, just a little bit. So I'm gonna wash it down with a yogurt drink, mango and fennel. Not bad, very thick, it's light, it's medium sweet. I enjoy this, especially like on a hot day. Probably helps with my spice level. So instead of drinking milk, I have a yogurt drink. Is that what they do? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, I have to learn.
For dinner, we went with our waiter recommended dishes, which was their chicken ruby, which is a tender chicken in a rich, silky makhani sauce. Probably saying that wrong. We also went with their famous and must-have house black dal. It is a Dishoom signature and cooked for 24 hours. Then we got a bowl of steamed basmati rice, as well as some garlic naan. The black dal maybe is the least appetizing looking of the spread here. It's rich, it's creamy. I do wish there was a little bit more of a texture element to it because it's just kind of like a soupy chili almost, with a little bit of spice to it. Really complex flavors going on there. I can see why it's a house special and a crowd favorite here. That was really nice. Nothing like anything I've ever had before. Definitely recommend trying it if you come here.
All right, so I don't want any of you guys to come for me, but I kind of grew up eating canned chili and I loved it, okay? And I'm not saying it tastes like it, but the texture is very similar to my mom's canned chili.
I could definitely see that.
Really good though.
Next up, we have the chicken ruby. That's really nice. It's sweeter than the black doll is. Maybe a little less spicy. Got a little bit more of the yogurt flavor going on in there. But the chicken, super tender and tons of flavor.
Ooh, definitely sweeter. The chicken is cooked to perfection. And I'm a fan. I really like it. So I'm super excited. We got these little candies, but our waiter knows it was our first time to Dishoom, so guess what he got us? Chais. I already loved this place, and now I just love it even more.
Chais to start, chais to close it.
Honestly, I can't think of a better restaurant in my opinion, so. I literally had to undo my belt just like a little bit after that meal. It was so good. I ate so much.
But seriously, Dishoom did not disappoint. We wish we had had the terminology
Vocabulary.
and the vocabulary to be able to describe the food better.
Yeah, sorry.
But honestly, our Indian cuisine expertise kind of ends at tikka masala and butter chicken.
Yeah, so we don't know how to really describe it, but it really was great, and you definitely should check it out.
Yes, and it was the perfectly delicious way to end our time in London.
We love London, and we had a really great time, and we hope you enjoyed going on the adventure with us.
And hopefully we were able to help you out planning your next London adventure. I know we had so much fun filming this video, so we hope you enjoyed watching it even half as much as we enjoyed making it. And if you did, please remember to hit that big thumbs up button and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in our next video. They don't know that I put it on the floor in the subway bathroom because they didn't have one of those hook things.
You mean they didn't provide a bag stool in the
Can
subway
you believe
bathroom?
that? That's ridiculous.
Oh
And
my gosh, I'm gonna write to the king. Let's get a little bit of all of it here.
oh, there's Matt. Matt loves cutting stuff with his fork, so I'm gonna buy him one of those when we go home so he can always just cut everything with his fork.
I like to be efficient. All I need is one utensil, you know?
Maybe you put it on your bread, I don't know. That's good. Action.
Yeah, I need action. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. Name that movie.
Now I'm upset that I didn't get a chai at the Leaky Caldron, but it's fine.
You'll see a magic trick.